Joe Biden has to sit down immediately to do a deposition and get all this out.
Now pay close attention to how all of this plays out, because everyone's credibility in Biden's political viability, already severely damaged, is on the line here.
I want to talk about the documents that Biden's attorneys found and then immediately turned over to the National Archives and the DOJ.
It lacerated Trump over the records issue for months and months. They have to at least pretend to be consistent and press the White House on some obvious questions. Like, why did these records even come to light 6 years after Biden left office as VP?
Because unlike Trump, Biden's people immediately reported what they had found and delivered it to the National Archives, rather than spend a year and a half denying that they had them, claiming that they were his, then saying that they were declassified and they were his, and then the FBI finally having to raid the place to get him back because his own lawyers had lied and saying that they turned him all over.
Now, we're supposed to believe that a president who claims to know nothing about documents stored for years in unsecured locations can be believed? Documents in his own garage and in his office? That president takes the handling of classified information very seriously. I don't even think the press secretary believes this. And even as the media is forced to repeat about the Biden documents what they said about the Trump documents, that they could compromise national security, there's always a but to help minimize potential damage to the big guy. If only the supposed professionals who are supposed to be checks on authority acted as such. And if only the DOJ was blind in the pursuit of justice and didn't crave an indictment of Donald Trump. If only we had a president who cared more about what was good for the country and less about how to protect his family's corrupt business interests.
Protecting corrupt family business interests. Wow. Coming from a Trump supporter, that's saying a lot.
But in the end, the truth eventually will come out. Drip, drip.
It's time for Joe Biden to turn this around on Republicans. Joe Biden has to sit down immediately to do a deposition and get all this out. And then immediately point over to Donald Trump and say, why haven't you testified about your documents? Does anybody really believe that Joe Biden was selling his? Does anybody really believe that Trump wasn't selling his? Let's be realistic. Joe Biden needs to sit down right now and do a deposition and end this whole thing. Because Joe Biden, it's going to come out, didn't do anything wrong here. Stupid, but not a violation of the Espionage Act. Trump can't say that. Trump won't say that either. He'll never testify. It needs to be a taped deposition, and it needs to be immediately put out in the public. This is all bullshit. The Republicans know it's bullshit, and I think they may have overplayed their hand. Let them do so. We can turn this around and have a win both ways. Joe Biden is a good man. Donald Trump is a criminal. I'm Zachariah, Lone Star Liberal. Y'all take it easy.
The White House announced yesterday that President Biden's attorneys recently discovered classified documents while packing up the Washington office he used after serving as vice president. In case you're wondering why Tucker Carlson did his show tonight in full Joker makeup.